So, years ago, I made a fountain up here, sort of, more like a little water garden, when I first moved in before the ivy. And here is the great big hole. And out of that hole, I dug out all sorts of lilac roots and ivy roots. This big rubber tub, which I'm going to have to find a use for somewhere. And it's taken me a couple hours to do this, just to get it out of there. And I had surrounded it with, it had evolved over the years because it was no longer useful as a fountain. And I put a bird bath with recycling water on it. But it had those two flat things in it. It had exterior plywood on it. It had the wiring, like chicken wire type stuff on it, so that it wouldn't cave in after I put a fountain in there. Anyway, it is a huge hole and stunk to the high heavens because it was full of rocks and debris, and water, of course, didn't drain out of it. So now I've got to fill in the hole and possibly plant other stuff. But anyway, that was a good 2 hours work, and cutting out the wire, which I had wrapped around the edge of the rim and covered up with dirt, so that was excruciating. But I am finally to the point where I don't care if I've got a big hole for now. I'm going to work on something else later on, and not this. And my back is broken. But these are all the lilac roots and the plywood that was inside it. And I mean, they're dense. We had an issue with lilac roots when we were in Post Falls, in the Post Falls bathroom. I had planted lilacs about, 20 feet away. And they had actually invaded the downstairs toilet. And my son Trevor had to fix it. So they seek water. So if you're going to plant lilacs somewhere, plant them in an area where they're not going to seek out your water. But yes, that was my today's little exercise. Very strenuous exercise, I might add. Bye for now from Lynn's Garden in Port Orchard, Washington.